Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. In the last part, we finished up our duties over in Monstro and made our way back to Traverse Town to do some side quests. And now it's time for us to put those two torn pages we found since our last visit to Hundred Acre Wood to use and explore two new areas here. Last time I did say we might do the next Olympus Coliseum match today, but I completely forgot about what this episode was actually structured like.
Nobody's home, and I'm out of honey.
Okay, didn't ask, but sure. There's a letter inside. I hope we'll be finding more honey together soon, Pooh. Alright, in that case, anything behind the house?
Look, Rabbit's house came back, but it looks like Rabbit isn't home. Pooh's been calling and calling, but the house says no one's there.
Weird. Nobody's home.
That's right, nobody.
Pooh Bear, you're falling for an ancient Grecian tactic. I mean, come on, man. That's literally in the history books. Who is this person named Nobody? Nobody, have you seen Rabbit?
No Rabbit here. There's no one here.
Hello, Rabbit.
Why, Pooh, what a pleasant surprise. Nice to see you too, Piglet, and... Is this a new friend? Pooh, I'm sorry, but... I'm all out of honey at the moment.
Well, that's just unfortunate, isn't it? Sora, do you smell honey? Not really.
I've nothing to give, Pooh. Don't waste your time looking around. So Rabbit came back too, but someone's still missing. Some places in the Hundred Acre Wood are gone too. Oh, what to do?
Well, if we look up here at the top, we can see Rabbit might not be exactly truthful about honey. I feel like someone's not a truther.
Honey? Now, how did that get up there? Would you like some, Pooh? Don't feel like you have to, of course.
Oh, thank you, Rabbit. I would like just a small smackerel. I'm quite hungry.
Pooh Bear. You're not eating the whole pot, are you? Once you start, there's no stopping you, is there?
I always found it weird that was actively done in Snapshot.
Oh, out of honey again.
Sorry, Rabbit. I guess we're all good to go here, though, so I guess let's just chat with Pooh really quick to see if he's got anything to say and then leave. I'm so glad to have found both Rabbit and some honey. By the way, when the Pooh voices sound easy, surprisingly hard to do. I don't know why. I can't really hit that rasp just right. So I guess we're good to go, so let's get on out of here, why don't we?
Help! Please save Pooh!
What did you do, Pooh Bear? The tuba says a lot. Oh, Pooh Bear.
Oh, this because he can't stop liking honey so much. If Pooh doesn't slim down, my house will stay plugged up forever. If only there was something we could do. Oh, what to do?
Oh, help and bother. I'm stuck again. I came in through this hole, so it must have shrunk.
Pooh Bear. Come on, man. I don't know why, but as a kid, I couldn't figure out the next step after this. For a good while. You just have to go outside and talk to Pooh's front end. I don't know why that was so hard for me to figure out, but in my defense, I was like 8, 9, and kind of stupid. Oh, how will I eat honey if I'm stuck here? When it's lunchtime, perhaps you could bring me a honey jar?
No honey till you're unstuck. If Pooh doesn't slim down, my house will stay plugged up forever. If only there was something we could do. Wait, I know. A bit of carrot top juice will do the trick. I have a carrot patch on the other side of the stream. Carrot top juice is just the ticket to slimming down a Pooh. Oh no!
I sense a childhood favorite character coming up.
Hey there, name's Tigger. T-I-G-G-R, that spells Tigger. Well now, I don't think I've ever seen you before.
Hello, Tigger. You've just bounced my new friend, Sora.
Hey, Pooh. Say, you're looking mighty uncomfy today. Is that some new exercise? Why, bouncing around is a lot more fun.
Well, why do you bounce around so much, Tigger?
Why? 'Cause bouncing's what Tiggers do best. Speaking of which, my bouncing spot has gone and disappeared. So for now, this will be my new bouncing ground.
I loved him as a kid. I can't quite explain why, but he was just my favorite.
Tigger's bouncing will ruin my vegetables. And if we don't give Pooh some carrot top juice, he'll be stuck forever. Please help me keep Tigger away from my carrots.
This is quite a fix, but I have just the solution. Pay attention now.
Sora, you'll have to protect this carrot patch. If Tigger bounces on a carrot twice, it'll be buried. Once. Twice. Just like that. Protect the carrots from Tigger's bounces and you'll receive points. How, you ask? It's elementary. Simply get close to the carrots before Tigger lands on them. There are 15 carrots here. Your score depends on how many you save and how many times you block Tigger. Oh, and one more thing. The rush command is the key to a high score. Select rush while near a carrot that isn't buried yet. You'll dash to the target area before Tigger lands. Well, good luck. This is a mini-game that actively gave me some trouble as a kid, and it's mostly just because the rush command being on the bottom option of the command menu in the PS2 releases meant you had to scroll up and down in a way that felt kind of awkward, I won't lie. With that said, it being a reaction command now in the HD remixes makes this feel really good. Also, sometimes the rush command just feels like it doesn't work in terms of like hit detection. Otherwise, though, just get underneath Tigger and you'll automatically block him and you can just progress from there. Similarly to the first minigame here in 100 Acre Wood, we do have a score we want to hit in order to get everything done in this world. You need to get an end score of over 150, which is actively pretty easy as long as you block most of his jumps. While he's on screen, though, I might as well mention, Tigger actively shares a voice actor in this game with Winnie the Pooh. He's also Jim Cummings, who we talked about back when we first heard Winnie the Pooh in our first trip to 100 Acre Wood. His Japanese voice actor, though, is Tessho Genda, a VA who's been active since the early 70s. Outside of being the character's Japanese voice since that period, he's played characters like Dozel Zabi in the 80s Gundam films, Dogi in the Ys franchise, this little character named Optimus Prime in the original Transformers series of the Bayverse movies, the younger Toguro brother in Yu Yu Hakusho, Bojack and Janemba in Dragon Ball Z, Batman in the animated series alongside any of the extensions like Batman Beyond, on top of being Mr. Freeze in the Batman series from 2004, alongside a few other roles I'll mention after this cutscene. As we can see here, by the way, the scoring is pretty generous.
Oh, what's going on? Nobody keeps up with Tiggers. Maybe there's something wrong with my tail.
Thank you so much. How I'd better make that carrot top juice. I'll get the carrot, so please wait inside the house.
Other quick roles that Tessho Genda has played, he's Kurama, Naruto, Kaido in One Piece, Kratos in God of War, as well as Yang in Final Fantasy IV, because you're damn right I'll give that game a shout out anytime it gets mentioned. He's also the dub-over actor for Arnold Schwarzenegger, so anytime you watch Terminator 2 in Japanese, just remember, that's Optimus Prime.
Oh, what a day. I gave Pooh the carrot top juice. All we have to do now is push him out. Just a little push should do.
I'm on it. I got a lot of force in my body.
First my vegetable patch, and now this.
Bother. Oh, where am I? It's ever so dark in here. Well, it isn't so bad, I suppose. There is plenty of honey.
That's one page down, one to go. For completing that minigame, you get a mithril shard, and since we got a score of over 150, that'll contribute towards our end of world score, so to speak. Next up, it's time to head to this stout tree. And this is probably ultimately my favorite little area in 100 Acre Wood. I've just always found this little area calming.
Look, Pooh, something is floating this way.
I think you're right, Piglet. What could it be? Why, it looks like Eeyore. Hello, Eeyore, if it is you.
Hello, Pooh. Yes, it's me. Could you pull me out? That is, if it's not too much trouble. Of course, you don't have to if you don't want to. I also have always been very attached to Eeyore for some reason. He's a vibe, I guess. Are you guys just gonna let him float there? Dang. That's cold. Thankfully, we're here at least. Let's help him out here.
Oh, hello. Thanks again for your help with my carrots.
Just jump on into the water and you can grab Eeyore right out of the water as he floats along. I'm actually not too sure what happens if you will just leave him there, though. Thank you, Pooh. Thank you, other you. You know, floating along out there, it seemed like something was missing, and something's still missing.
Why, Eeyore's tail's gone. Is that what's missing?
Let's see. Oh, yep. Lost it again. Wonder where it went this time. It's not much of a tail, though I'm sort of attached to it. But I don't know why anybody would look for it. Probably won't find it anyway.
Sora, what did we all look for Eeyore's tail?
Lost something? Searching from a high place is the quickest way to find it.
Owl, can you fly up high and help us find Eeyore's tail?
Sorry, but my eyes aren't what they used to be. Too much reading, you know. But I can offer good advice. Of course, you don't have to if you don't want to. See that swing up there? Take Pooh there. You're a bit too big for the swing, but Pooh should fit nicely. I'll tell you more when you get there.
This is one of the weirder notes about this world. We actively have to lock onto Pooh and just slowly guide him on the way up there, and there's honey pots along the way to distract him? I've always felt this a little bit weird because it's the only time they actively make you do something like this in the world. Once you get him up here, though, it's time for this area's mini-game, which is actually the only one you need to do twice at minimum in order to get the score in order to 100% this world. I'll talk more about why momentarily, though.
Here's what to do. First, get ready to push.
How?
Like this.
Like this?
Then press R1 to give Pooh a push.
Press R1? How's this?
Not bad, not bad. Here's the next step. Press R1 before he swings back to the bottom. If you time it right, Pooh will swing higher and higher. Try it. I'll help you with the timing. Press R1 when I spread my wings. Push too soon, Pooh won't go any higher. Push too late, he'll go too high.
This is effectively a minigame of timing, and you just have to get Pooh up to a certain speed, and he'll automatically launch off towards his destination. The reason we actively need to do this minigame twice is that the distance you need in order to clear the minigame for this world's story, and the distance you need to clear it for the minigame at large are actively two different distances. That looks familiar.
How is it looking? There we go.
It's not much of a tale, but it's mine. Thanks, everyone.
I wish we could put 100 Acre Wood back to the way it was, too.
I mean, hey, not for nothing, we're a good amount of the way through the world, so we're getting there, Pooh. We're getting there. Also, because at least some people probably don't know this, though Eeyore is not voiced in this game, for a majority of the character's history in English, he's been voiced by Peter Cullen, the English voice of Optimus Prime. Weird he came up twice in one video. For completing that minigame, we actually get a much more important upgrade. A stop upgrade. So now stop will actively stop enemies for longer. Really useful if you're having some issues with certain fights. With that said, we still need to get the score on this minigame in order to actively clear the world, quote-unquote. And compared to the other potentially difficult minigames, at least to get a completion star on here in 100 Acre Wood, this is probably the iffiest one, if only because there's so much less feedback if you're doing it correctly or incorrectly. We need to swing Pooh a total of 40 meters or more in this minigame in order to get the completion for it, so to speak. And the way to actively do that is to actively delay your swing slightly until Owl's about to start putting his wings down instead of when he just opens them up. You do just kind of have to feel it out, and pretty much every playthrough this takes me at least 2 to 3 attempts, not counting the story attempt. I want to say this took me 2 attempts on this playthrough, but if I ever showcase the Jimmy D Journal for it, we'll know more directly. In fact, I might actually do that immediately after clearing the minigame here. Do I? Yes, I do. Thank you, Pass Me, for thinking ahead about that. Yeah, that was my second attempt overall then, outside of the story attempt. With that out of the way, our duties in both 100 Acre Wood and Traverse Town are complete for the moment, so it's time for us to move on to our next destination, which is actively heading back to Olympus Coliseum to take care of the next tournament that's opened up here now that we've completed a couple worlds in the second set. But with that, I'm going to need to end this off here. Thank you guys for watching, and in part 20, we're tackling the Pegasus Cup. See you guys then.